Hi, my name is Kayla Ellsworth. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the movie Hidden Figures and some interesting communication concepts that I spotted in the movie. So, verbal communication plays a vast role in our lives, as it does for the women in Hidden Figures. It can be sent and received in both a positive and negative manner. Part of verbal communication is disconfirmation. In this case, in the movie's case, it's racism. So, for those of you who haven't watched the movie, the quick summary is three remarkably intelligent and talented African American women working for NASA in a time of segregation. Now, these characters are based on real women and real stories. These women faced constant obstacles because of the color of their skin, but despite it all, they maintain high self esteem, never forgetting their own self worth. They show great assertiveness to earning the chance to be a part of sending the first man into orbit space. And so they do. They fight through every barrier, excuse me, and eventually play a significant role in the shuttle's launch and landing success. Without these women, the first U.S. launch would likely not have been the same. I mean, we don't know what would happen or how it would have happened. So the first concept that I spotted in the movie right off the bat, it's evident throughout the whole movie, is racism. So this is a quote from the movie. "They have never had a colored in here, Catherine. Don't embarrass me." Excuse my acting, it's not the best. What does this quote say to you, though? To me, it's a clear example of racism and verbal communication. The article White on Black Racism and Correlate's Idea of Racism says that racism refers to one's negative or hostile attitude against other races and positive attitude towards their own race. The second concept that I thought was evident in the movie is self-esteem. The women, African American women in this movie Hidden Figures, embodied self-esteem. But the constant obstacles they faced, it didn't make it easy for them to maintain. The article, Relationships Between Self-Concept and Self-Esteem in Adolescence, describes the self part of self-esteem as pertaining to values, beliefs, attitudes that we hold about ourselves. The esteem part of self-esteem refers to the worth and value that one gives oneself. Self-esteem involves self-evaluating along a positive and negative dimension. One can either allow negative aspects and events like racism, like in the movie, to lower their self-esteem, or they can allow it to motivate them to do and be better, which is exactly what the women in Hidden Figures did. The third concept that I found in the movie is assertiveness. So another quote from the movie is, "Every time we have a chance to get ahead, they move the finish line." This is said by Mary Jackson, one of the three lead women in the movie. I thought it was a good example of how assertive these women had to be to get ahead. I mean, to be assertive, one must have the courage to stand up for their rights while respecting the rights of others, and that is exactly what these women did. Sorry. Being assertive in the workplace and life helped these women to not allow negativity to affect them. Negativity like racism. It also aided them to fight for their place and break the barriers of segregation at NASA, eventually earning their dream positions and sending the first man into orbit with a safe return home. The women in this movie are true inspirations for women and blacks everywhere. Thank you.